Time to get back to our top story in the attack at the Ohio State University. Two law enforcement sources confirmed to Fox News that investigators have identified the suspect as Abdul Razak Ali Artan, or Abdul Artan as people knew him on campus. We reported earlier that he was an 18-year-old Somali refugee who is a legal permanent resident, and he is, or was, and investigators are looking into the possibility of ties to terrorism. And we say this only because they have nothing on motive at this point, and they're trying to figure out exactly what did happen here, so they haven't ruled it out. Police say that the suspect rammed his car into a group of students outside a campus building, then got out and started slashing people with a butcher knife. 9 people ended up in the hospital. Police say an officer shot and killed the attacker. Garrett Tenney has made his way to campus there in Columbus and is live on scene. Garrett, to you.
Yeah, Shep, and the biggest question, now that we have a name, still remains the why. Why is it that this man would do this? What would drive him to drive his car over this curb into a crowd of students and then pull out a butcher knife and begin to stab and slash his way through that crowd before he was shot? We're told that investigators, including the FBI, are now beginning to reach out to Abdul Artan's family members and relatives to try to get more information about him, on his background, to get a better picture of who this person is and what may have driven him to this. We also know that here on Ohio State's campus, this is where it took place, Watts Hall. You can see over here, there's police tape all up and down this block and around this area. It is in between these two buildings, back through there where this courtyard is, where we're told Artan drove his car over that curb and into that crowd of students. You mentioned the FBI has not ruled out any possible motives at this point, and they are looking at terrorism as a potential motive, but again, still no indications that that is the case. We're also told that at this point there are no signs that Artan was on any type of terror watch list in terms of travel and whatnot. Now, we are told that the injuries could have been significantly worse if it weren't for the quick response of a campus police officer. Within 1 minute of these calls coming in, he was there on the scene and engaged Artan and fired on him and took him down. We are told that there are 9 injuries. 1 of them remains in critical condition. We are expecting to get an update on the status of those who were injured in this attack here in the next half hour or so. Shep.
Interestingly, Garrett, while you were in transit, excuse me, and during the last hour here on Fox News, there was a news conference, and it was very interesting as a reporter asked one of the spokespeople, did this suspect say anything as police were confronting him? Remember, he ran over the curb, ran over the students, got out of the car, began stabbing people. There was a police officer nearby who had been there because somebody pulled a fire alarm and there was a report of some sort of gas leak, and we still don't know if that was real or part of whatever this was. And they asked the spokesperson, did he say anything? And the spokesperson didn't say, no, he didn't say anything. Didn't say, I don't have that information, but said that's part of an ongoing investigation. So that could lead us to believe either he didn't know, or maybe the guy said something that was going to be crucial to the investigation, and we can imagine the litany of things that he might say that might give people who were on scene an idea of what happened there. Whether he said something or not is a matter of high interest around here, and I wonder if you've heard anything more on that, Garrett.
You know, we haven't, Shep. We have seen from students around here, for the most part, who are still very much in shock. They say this is a surreal experience. You see this on TV. You never expect it to happen at your university, and that's what they're living through now. But as soon as this happened, we have seen and heard various accounts from students as to exactly what took place, and that's typical in these types of situations, that the details are hard to go through, and that's what investigators are starting to go through to see what exactly happened here, piecing together all of these various stories and details. It's very possible that there could be more there, but we're not ready to report at this time anything because we want to make sure we get these facts right.
No doubt about it. Garrett Tenney, excuse me, man, it's that time of year, made his way to campus for us. Again, the name of the suspect we've now confirmed, once again, is Abdul Razak Ali Artan. Permanent residency had been granted. A student at the school at Ohio State, 18 years old. What he said when he got out of the car before the police officer shot and killed him, according to authorities, remains unknown. His motive unknown. Updates as soon as we get them.